Now, the only clue that we have to start out with is the town of Springvale. Hang on. Point Lookout add-on. A riverboat is docked at the mouth of the Potomac carrying trade from the distant peninsula of Point Lookout. The captain offers passage to Point Lookout for any mercenary, treasure hunter, or adventurer looking to explore the new land. I may actually skip Point Lookout. I've done it in my last 2 playthroughs, and the first time you do it, it's like really neat just because it's something really different. The second time you do it, you kind of realize that there just isn't all that much to it. There's a lot of really formulaic stuff. There's, a couple of built-in mysteries that get resolved, but at the same time feel like they don't go anywhere. I mean, we'll keep it in mind. Note added for Point Lookout and the quest The Local Flavor. Into the Pit is the Pit DLC. There are reports of a new radio message being broadcast across the Capital Wasteland. The transmission appears to be some sort of distress call and gives little information except the location and name of the man making the plea. That one will probably do, because once you've done it a couple of times, and I have done it a couple of times, you can go through the pit pretty quick. Like one gaming session. I mean, you can do it in one gaming session. You can split it into 2. The big problem with the pit is it's got a very arbitrary feed the dog, kick the dog at the very end that I don't like. I'm not entirely sure a mod was ever made that allows you to come up with a different option. So I'll either do the pit just because a lot of it gets you a couple of neat perks and some unique weapons. It's easy to do. You can do it at just about any point that you're actually able to make it to that part of the game, which means it's probably going to be later on, honestly. Because you have to have a couple of specific perks to make getting through it easier. Otherwise, it's kind of a pain in the neck, I think. I might be remembering the wrong thing. But I think I want to look and see if anybody ever made a mod that makes the ending of it a little bit better. Werner's distress signal. That's the pit. Okay, we're not done yet. We've still got a couple of notifications waiting to get installed. Some of them may want us to move forward a little bit. Mothership Zeta, that's the alien one if you haven't heard about it. You go to a certain location, you get beamed up onto an alien spacecraft, and you start with, kind of like the pit, you get stripped of everything, start with nothing, work your way through an alien spacecraft. I have tried it twice, and I get bored stiff. The first one I gave up very early on. The second time I played through, I made it to a little over halfway through, and then I just got incredibly bored. Just didn't enjoy it at all. There's Mothership Zeta. Broken Steel is loaded. A new radio broadcast has been heard across the Capital Wasteland. It sounds like a distress call, but seems meant for certain ears only. That's Outcast. Aiding the Outcasts is the Operation Anchorage DLC. And that one is kind of standalone, except that it has one particular unique weapon. It's actually a pretty easy. You can go through it. It usually takes, I think, a couple of sessions for me to go through it. The opening is fun. I don't really like the ending of it. It's worth going through because you get a massive load of really high quality and unique armor and weapons, and especially you get one particular unique energy weapon that's basically an energy weapon version of a sniper rifle that can be used in regular gameplay a little bit easier than a sniper rifle can. I think that's all the plugins. I don't think I had anything sitting here. Just, so you know, that's the entrance to Vault 101. obviously they left tons of things where you know you're going to be coming back. Okay, in the distance, that water tower there, and then like a couple of ruined houses way off in the distance and a gas station. That is Springvale, which was mentioned in the notes that we read on the overseer's computer. Here's the scenic overlook to Springvale. Got the row of houses there, ruined road going down to Springvale with motorcycles, ruined cars. That building that I'm pointing at just behind the rocky outcrop here, that's the Springvale School. Going anywhere near that is an area that's a little bit higher level than we're able to deal with at the moment. But we can actually wander through. You can see there's a GNR robot there. Some people say that once you run into that robot, it starts a timer in the game. But other people say that it actually depends on a couple of other things about when you start running into Enclave enemies, which is something we'll get into later. I don't think running into it now. I think it's more just introducing the Enclave as a concept here in the Capital Wasteland. But there's some minor loot we can get, except that, you know, we're already... Let's see, items, apparel. Can't repair this Tunnel Snake outfit because it takes leather armor. Not good enough repair to do the security armor yet. Although we may switch to security armor because we're not going to be using melee anymore. Don't have good enough to repair that. The pre-war baseball cap is the other melee +5. Like I said, that got us up to 25 and did nothing for us. Melee +2, speech +2 does nothing for us. The utility, now that lockpick +5, repair +5 might come in handy. Might. But I think we're going to switch to security armor for now because that's the best damage reduction we have. We need to switch to the gun. Okay, there's remnants of the overpass. Okay, it's really hard to make out the shape, but see, going from there, you can maybe make out, I wonder if it's in our data. Let's see, notes. The password is Amada. Good to know. Okay, nope. Quests, world map, local map. You can see this is telling us that we're going directly right in the direction we're pointed at. From Vault 101. Zoom out, Vault 101 entrance. And what we're pointing at there, if you remember the photo of the Megaton that we saw, it had a little like thing pointing way up in the sky at an angle, then like a beam with two boards crossing over it. That's why that particular picture was shown, even though it's kind of manipulated a bit, is because this is your first view of the settlement of Megaton, which is all of this right here. It's smaller than it looks. Then, of course, you can see way off in the distance, there's the Capitol, there's the Washington Monument, other parts of Washington, D.C. stretching as far as the eye can see. How much weight do we have right now? 184 out of 200. We need to go sell some stuff before we do anything else. We should run into some mole rats on the way. And we might even see some robots off in the distance, although we'll want to avoid them the best that we can. I used to have some armor mods loaded right in here. Okay, what we're going to want to do is head to Springvale. Galaxy News radio signal found. Data, radio. Gee, just static. Well, that's no fun to listen to just static. So we'll turn that off. Okay, things that you can search. Okay, tin cans, don't ever bother. But look in mailboxes. 3 frag grenades. Medicine, no weight, always worth money, even if you don't use it. Okay. There's a GNR bot over there. Now, tons of magazines and stuff on the ground. But very seldom will you actually find anything worth picking up on the ground. That mailbox is empty. Lots of tin cans. No entrance to this house. Let's see if we can get in another way. We're going to be coming back to that house later, so we're just going to ignore it for now. What do we see in here? No shells to search, but we do have a chest to search. Bobby pin, no use for that. Whiskey is 1 in 10. We'll leave it. We're kind of being stingy right now. Okay. Okay. No mailbox. Darts. Always get those. Don't need toy cars. And you can hear the GNR bot. Bobby pin. We'll need a plunger later, but we don't need it now. Frigifrator. Okay. None of the food is worth it, and it's only worth using for health if you're desperate. And 1 in 5 is no decent kind of value. So let's get back out of here. As I said, we don't want to go north too far.
The hideously mutated super mutants that have completely overrun the entire...
That's Enclave Radio. We'll listen to that. Pugilism Illustrated. Like I said, we're not reading that now. It will boost our stats, but not until we get the thing that doubles it. Locked safe. Very easy. Sometimes means all you do is apply pressure. Buff out Jet, Med-X, Mentat, Psycho, and a Scope 44 Magnum that we're not going to use unless we have to. Okay, now like I said, we're going to be going to this house later, but it looks like there's some stuff we can get to. We definitely don't want to get any closer to the school than we have to, or we will trigger raiders. That trash bin is empty. We're not going in that house, as I mentioned. Is there anything over here? Okay, there's a house over there we haven't been through yet. Most of this stuff you can pick up and like move around. Oh, there's a milk bottle. 1 for 1. You know what the rule is. 1 for 1 is lousy value. You can drink from fire hydrants. Decent HP. High rads. I see a mailbox. Empty. Suitcases. Someone was caught while they were trying to leave, and their corpses have probably been long scavenged. Cellar door requires a key. Oh crud, is that from a mod or is... Oh, hey, check that out. Megaton. That way. And there's another sign up there. So we know how to get to Megaton. Vending machine. 3 Nuka-Colas, running out of space quickly. This used to be a gas station. The Red Rocket gas stations. Empty. Not empty. Bottle caps. That is the currency in Fallout 3. Yes, I know and agree it makes no sense whatsoever. Trash cans can be looted. Empty Nuka-Cola bottles. There is a mod you can install that allows you to use empty Nuka-Cola bottles once you go through the Nuka-Cola factory. I'm not doing it, but, you know, just so you know that there is. Okay, anything in here? Because we're getting awful close to the school. Locked. Very easy. Resistance. Left. Okay. Was there a mailbox that I missed? Empty. Stop sign. Like I said, we'll be coming back to that. There's more houses up there. Okay, I'm not... Okay, we'll risk a little closer. The Raiders letter from Vault Tech, it's entertaining, but you don't... It's basically saying, hey, you know, come to the vault if there's nuclear war. At least I think that's what it said. Okay, another house down here, right across from the school. Is there anything in here to get? Doesn't look like it. Okay, there's raiders in there. You don't want to get spotted by them because at this point they are vastly over-leveled over you. Okay, can't even get in this house. Let's head up to this one. Kind of feels like it's getting dark, which worries me a bit because things get a little more dangerous at night. But, you know, for some people, this is the game. Scavenging and exploring. Okay, nothing else there. Nothing else here. Okay, these were purely for decoration, not even here for scavenging. And of course now we're back up. Okay. Down through here. Head back to the road that we missed. Not what I meant to do. And I can't remember my buttons. Light on, light off. Put my weapon away. Okay, we did this house, we did that house. There's Megaton off to our right now. Let me take a look at something. Let's see. Now that's what I'm worried about is I don't really want to start anything in Megaton yet because you can there's something that, you know, in a sort of manner of speaking, I guess some people would consider semi-cheating. That's an ant. Does that surprise you that there's an ant? better with small arms than I thought I would be. Here's the problem. The other one heard me. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Got it. Okay. Don't think there's... Yeah, 1 and 4. Not anything worth scavenging there. I really don't want to start any of the stuff in Megaton because I want to do this one little cheatery thing where we go ahead and go get the Intelligence Bobblehead. Why do I feel like someone's following me? Let's see. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, I missed the turn. We should have been down here. We need to head to outside Rivet City. And...
Welcome to Megaton. The bomb is...
And of course, that looks really neat, and it's completely
Head
pointless.
on in, partner. Y'all enjoy your stay now.
Okay, there should be...
Please, do you have any water? I'm so It's Megaton. Have you been living in a hole or something? Everyone's heard of Megaton.
Boy, you don't
They
sound
have
thirsty
plenty of water
anymore.
in there, but they only give it to residents or people who can pay for it.
Sounds like a shitty place.
I've been drinking this irradiated shit, and I can't do it. I just throw it up now. I need purified water.
See, this is purely about you making a moral choice.
I mean... Thank you. Thank you so much. You've saved my life. Bless you.
Welcome to Megaton. Enjoy your stay.
Okay, we're not going in. Okay, there's Mickey. There's Weld.
Welcome to Megaton.
There's somebody else here,
Please
apparently
stand
directly
clear
above
of
me.
the gate.
Now what we're waiting for is some traders
Welcome.
will show up. Okay, it's 8 p.m. Let's wait till 6 a.m. which is 10 hours. Be better if we could have slept, but
To Megaton. Friendliest town around.
Thirsty.
okay.
Welcome to Megaton.
All right.
Please
No
stand
traders. New
clear
save.
of
Pause. Please pass the armor.
the gate.
Okay, map. Data. World map. There. Now what we need to do, Gray Ditch is somewhere right in here. There's the riverboat landing there. Where we're trying to get to is here. Somewhere right in there. There. Place my marker. Now there's bridges. This part is a given. We kind of have to come up through here and this way and this way, or somewhere right through here. Then there's a bridge here. The Citadel, I believe. There it is. That's the Citadel. You see that vague Pentagon shape? It's because that's the Pentagon. We need to make it to the Citadel and then across this bridge just the other side to it. So that's the first step. Now the problem with making it to the Citadel is that the only way you can get to the Citadel is coming down this road here. The problem with that is this is Grey Ditch right in here, and there's an auto-triggering quest that you have to avoid like the devil. The other part is right here outside on this line right here where this bridge is. There's a nest of raiders right here that are almost impossible to get past. There's a chance you can trigger Mirelurks, and then getting through all of this area here. But that's what we need to do. So we need to head east from Megaton. East.
Welcome to Megaton.
Okay, we're going to circle around Megaton first of all. We need to get up on this hill. And yeah, I've done this a couple of times. It's never easy. Can put on sneak and go a little bit slower. There's a couple of landmarks that we're looking for. I don't know if I didn't point it out at the time, but there was kind of a water tower off. Uh-oh. Who sees me? Mole rat. Things could be worse. And of course, mole rat meat is worthless. There's the buildings that we need to skirt around. Grey Ditch is off in there. We don't want to go there. Yeah, there's the farm tower. Alright, what am I seeing? Bloatfly. That down there is the supermarket. There's a quest, or that's part of a long quest chain that we'll get to later. We're not messing with it for now. There's another person that we can sell to if we can just make it there safely. We're coming up on one of the first places we can stop, although we don't necessarily have to be here. And this is actually one of the areas that we need to try to let Blue Door over there is a quest area we'll be coming back to later, but we don't want to go through it because it's also a random event generator. Okay, heading that way we'll enter Grey Ditch, if I remember correctly, which, as I've mentioned 100 or so times, we do not want to do. Okay, we got something we don't want to mess with around here. Okay, well, there's one vicious dog, there's a million. Has he spotted me? Yes, he spotted me. Let's hope there's not another one because I used up all my action points.
I don't think I have anything you'd want.
Oh crap, run. That's Brian Wilkes. You don't want to be caught by Brian Wilkes right now. Oh, crud. Oh, I hate my life right now.